Line up, you f***ing nerds. Who wants a shot at the champ?
They bring the heat.
Francis Ngannou is the hardest puncher in the history of fighting.
They bring the knowledge.
If you think this fight is going 5 rounds, you are out of your mind.
They bring you the picks.
The dog is getting it done in this one.
We deliver every single week. We're bringing the heat, ladies and gentlemen.
The Moneyline.
Don't miss it on the MMA Experts channel each week. The Moneyline, we're live. No UFC this weekend, but still plenty of things to talk about in the combat sports space. I am AJ, joined as always by my guy, Mike Finch. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, brother. Before we went live, I was roasting AJ, folks. I'm like, where's the Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk reaction video? That's been my whole week, dude. I am the biggest fan. I was so hyped for the fight. That's fight nice. Delivered. It was tremendous. I had to go back and score it because I see all these wild people saying that Usyk dominated the fight, which is nonsense. I see all the Tyson Fury haters coming out of the woodworks. I'm like, all right, I'm getting my pen and pad out, and I'm going round by round. And so I'm still reeling from that, AJ. I've just been doing nothing but consuming Usyk Fury content.
Wow, Mike Finch turns into the hardcore boxing fan on the show. You should lift up on us, man. I watched the fight. I watched it during my UFC live stream. I did a play-by-play for it while Angela Hill was fighting. I was doing the dual companion, bro. That was crazy, man. I was firing on all cylinders. And I guess we can start the show off if you'd like to talk Usyk Fury first, because I feel like this is something you're more excited about before we get to like Lerone Murphy and whatnot. Is that what you want?
It's going to take a minute, but yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Listen, we got nothing but time. Tyson Fury and Usyk went down Saturday, and Tyson Fury took his first loss as a pro. Now, granted, people will say somewhat of a argumentative decision. I don't want to say controversial, right? Because I think there's an argument for both sides. While I watched it, now granted, maybe it was because I was so play-by-play focused, I really felt like the early rounds, it seemed like Fury was going to cruise to a win, and then he started to slow down later. Obviously, there was the massive moment from Usyk where he had Tyson Fury badly hurt, and then Fury fell against the ropes, and the referee jumped in and counted that as a knockdown. In a sense, that was a saving grace moment because Usyk could have potentially got him out of there if not for the referee jumping in there. I know that in boxing, if you fall into the ropes, it can be counted as a knockdown, but I feel like we don't see it all the time. So it's kind of like a referee's discretion type of call. Tyson Fury comes back, survives, fight goes longer, and how I scored it at the end was not like a round-by-round perfect scorecard. I won't make any quells about it. I thought that you could give it to Usyk by a point, how they ended up scoring it. But if it would have went Fury's way, I wouldn't have been shocked. I actually was kind of thinking there was a possibility of a draw. Now, Mike, I know that you spent some time rewatching and studying into it. So I'm curious, like, how do you feel about the match? Was it a controversial decision, or do you think that Usyk got it clean?
It was a close fight. Tyson Fury probably won most of the rounds. Now, obviously, he just about got knocked out, and that's important. And so that's all the pictures you're going to see. So all the the casual folk who are going to just watch the highlights that ESPN or DAZN posts, and then talk shit on Fury because of the comment he made afterwards, which he had a great post-fight press conference. You guys should probably watch that one. I think that the 10-8 round that Usyk had, he deserves a lot of credit for because Tyson Fury was all but out there. But even in that moment, AJ, a lot of these takes are crazy. People saying, oh, the referee saved him, saved by the bell, this and that. Tyson Fury bounced off those ropes 3 times. The first time the referee could have stepped in, given him the 10 count, Tyson wouldn't have taken those other punches. So if saved by the ropes is what we want to go by, which is, by the way it should happen, right? If you're about to fall and the ropes keep you up, that is a 10 count. You start the count right there. The first time Tyson bounced off those ropes while he was rocked, the referee should have stepped in, given him his 10 count. Then Tyson can recover and continue boxing and wouldn't have been in such a bad position the rest of the fight. By the way, still came back and won the 12th round. Beyond that, though, you got to look at the earlier rounds, and you got to think that Tyson Fury, after losing the first round, was winning 2, 3, 4, 5, and those were catching up to Usyk. Now, they were close rounds. The problem with Tyson Fury fights, when he's boxing, AJ, when he's leaning on the ropes, when he's doing the Muhammad Ali thing and throwing a hook off of the ropes, the rounds end up being close because he's letting Usyk push him around, right? I heard one of the commentators say, Fury looks so much better when he's pressing forward. It's true. It's true. You heard Fury at the post-fight press conference say, I wish I just would have known where the scorecards were at, and I would have tried to go for a finish in the last 2 rounds. I didn't know I needed that. Yeah, because when he moves forward, he is a huge problem to deal with. If you put Usyk on his heels, the fight's a lot different. But Tyson Fury did what a lot of the experts told him to do, what Teddy Atlas said, what everybody said, use your jab. The jab will be the key of this fight. He jabbed the shit out of Alexander Usyk. He was hitting him with a big uppercut, plenty. Right after the fight, Teddy Atlas says, I wish we would have used more uppercuts. Teddy, watch the fight back. He hit him with so many uppercuts. Tyson dominated, I think it was the 6th round. I mean, dominated it. Some big uppercuts that he hit Usyk with. But he boxed AJ. He did what he did in the first Wilder fight, which is move left, move right, stay on the bike, and try and box with Usyk. And the fights end up being close. And just like the first Wilder fight, he ends up getting dropped. So really, really cool fight. I don't hate that it was scored for Usyk. It was very close. But this idea that Usyk dominated the fight is crazy. Usyk dominated 1 round of the fight and probably lost the majority of the rounds.
I think that Usyk had that big moment, which a lot of times, especially, will sway certain fans that aren't going with the round by round scoring. And that could potentially have even brought my bias into thinking that Usyk won at the end, because I wasn't scoring round by round, because honestly, having 2 of the fights on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say that I have the most clean scorecard ever, even though I think I got a good idea of what went down. If they would have scored it for Fury, it wouldn't have blown my mind. He did survive long. He thrived long. It's just Usyk with that pressure could have swayed the judges a bit, because Fury was working to the ropes. I know normally that's his style, though. It's what we see from a lot. It's one of those decisions where it really could have went either way, I think, and I would love to see them do it again.
I mean,
do you think that Fury, what does he do differently in that rematch?
Move forward.
So he's got to press
forward.
Okay.
Yes, he was on the ropes the whole fight, and he was winning on the ropes.
Right.
He was freaking landing shots. Something that I think a lot of new boxing fans and people who don't box, who don't understand, there's a big difference between eating a punch, right, and rolling with shots. Fury rolls with shot. Watch the replays, which, by the way, the replays were always the one shot Usyk landed all around. Every replay was like the one shot Usyk would land, and they wouldn't give you the 15 jabs that Tyson landed clean. But watch him. He rolls with shots. So Tyson's turning with the shots. Completely different than when you really eat a shot, which, by the way, Usyk landed big overhand lefts. Those were the Usyk's best shots all night, was that big left hook he was landing. He cracked Fury with those a bunch of times. Those were Usyk's best shots. I want to attack some of these.
Go, dude. Attack
right.
whatever comment you feel. This Q&A style too for this off week show.
Yes, it's off week, so talk to us, guys.
Yes.
Fury and Usyk will have a rematch in October. I hope so. Hey, AJ, do you not want to see a rematch?
They have to do a rematch.
An awesome fight.
They have to.
It was so entertaining.
I want to see it again.
They got me to pay $70 for a pay-per-view.
That is crazy. Cheap. You know what, though, Mike? My gripe with them is can we try to work around going at a different time than the UFC? That's my only thing. I'm like, damn, I hate having a miss. Like, I like to be able to score in depth, because then I could have gave a more hot take on it, You
can't you can't have your what and eat it too.
Cake and eat it too.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. It's like Tyson credited Saudi Arabia, specifically the royal family. What's that guy's name? Turki Al-Sheikh. For making this fight happen. He's like, without that, this fight wouldn't have come together. That's why there hasn't been an undisputed heavyweight title. So they made the fight happen, but it had to be in Saudi. It's your trade-off, bro.
Yeah. No,
it might not have worked in Vegas. Of course, we wanted in Vegas. Of course. All right. So I had money. This guy says he had money on Fury. I picked Usyk. All right. Big Fury fan. All right. Not gonna lie. But I picked Usyk. All right. I told my friends who bet a lot of money on fights, who went to Las Vegas, I told them bet on Usyk. All right. So I was absolutely pro Usyk as far as the picks.
But you're honest with how you score it. That's why I do the same thing. We're not gonna bullshit.
Draw makes sense. Yeah, I think it could have been. Who do I think wins the rematch? Dude, if Tyson makes some good adjustments. I didn't even realize Usyk's older than Tyson. Did you know that?
That weirds me out just to think about it.
Usyk is a year older than Tyson. I know Tyson's got so many miles on that body, man. Yeah, who knows? A very, very good fight. A much closer fight than I thought. You know, I was thinking we were going to get the Tyson Fury who fought Francis Ngannou. Not the same guy.
No.
Not the same.
Better.
This guy had head movement again.
Right.
This guy was going under punches. So definitely not the same guy. I can't believe the difference, honestly. Anyone notice that Tyson Fury wore his trunks up to his nipples? That's funny because it's Usyk who's had the body shot problems, right? That was the thing leading up to the fight. Hey, Usyk got caught to the body. He said it was to the cup, goes down in his last fight. So the talk was about how high Usyk would wear the trunks. Tyson Fury's fat. That's just, you got your fat grandpa. He wears the pants.
My grandpa's in good shape, man.
All right, well, I got a fat grandpa, so that's how he rocks it. Did we credit Ali Point VTV? Did we give him credit yet? Ali,
the name of the greatest, my man. Thank you, Ali. Ali Point VTV, baby.
Speaking of Ali, and by the way, yeah, thank you. The dynamic duo's here. We're here for you. Speaking of Ali, was Tyson not doing an Ali mimic? He would get on the ropes. He would look left. He did the crazy face Ali did. I mean, he was in there. Doing Ali, man. It was awesome. There was a comment I really wanted and I can't find it now. The
charity fight called out, Finch?
I'm just gonna keep I'll get to it. What'd you just say?
The guy's calling you out to a charity fight in chat.
Christ. How many times am I gonna get called out on this show? Nobody really wants to smoke though. They're all full of shit. They're all full of smoke.
That's how they do
Fury
it.
Lost wasn't controversial. The 9th round should have been a TKO. Can you believe these people exist? I'm unbiased. He says, can you believe, AJ, these people wanted the fight stopped in the fucking heavyweight, the most important fight of the century, the heavyweight title unification. The fucking heavyweight championship where you got the WBC champion unifying the belts, first time in 20-something years. You wanted the fight stopped? You are not my type of fight fan, my friend. This is the moment. This isn't some amateur kickboxing match. This isn't a prelim. This is the fucking heavyweight championship, and you wanted it stopped?
No, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go till they're down for 10 seconds. Not even a TKO.
You think Fury wants that shit stopped? Did Usyk complain, AJ? I didn't hear Usyk say a damn thing about that.
No, they didn't need it stopped. Maybe he could have got dropped again, potentially, if he, wouldn't have. But you fell in the ropes. He got dropped. That
was the comment I wanted to get to. This idea that it should have been stopped. Of all fights, that fight for real. If anything, the referee should. And I haven't heard anybody have this take. By the way, I mean I've listened to all the boxing heads. I don't know why nobody has this take. My take is the ref should have stepped in sooner to give the 10 count. The fact that the referee didn't step in sooner to give the 10 count made it so that it was worse. Made it so that Fury was freaking stumbling around. He was bouncing off the ropes, dude. It was a pinball machine in there, and Tyson Fury was the ball. It's like as soon as he bounces off the ropes once, ref steps in. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what the ref was waiting for. If anything, it was the exact opposite. He shouldn't have taken so much damage.
Yeah, no, I think you bring valid points, bro. I'd have to go back and do like an in-depth rewatch as far as scorecard wise, but I definitely know for a fact he didn't use an inhaler either. He kissed his cross.
I didn't want to bring that up because I've seen that one. And I was like, no way. I went and looked, and it wasn't an inhaler.
No inhaler gate, man. Usyk's clean, bro. Usyk's very good. He's elite. And Tyson Fury is too. And that's why they're going to fight again. They're not going to unify the belts, though, because the IBF is stripping them. The IBF is stripping Usyk, bro. The IBF is anti-champions having multiple titles. These freaking commissions of the belts, right? The sanctioning bodies, they have their own interest in mind, and they want to set up like a world title fight for, Dubois and whoever. Like, I don't know. I guess it seems like sometimes they don't like their belts tied up. They always really try to force the mandatory. But when you have legacy moments like this, you think they'd step aside, but no. And you got to pay for that belt too. Like, Those
Yeah.
fucking sanctioning bodies.
So much
I remember
power.
when my dad had the gym, it was Jeff Lacey training out of the gym. He never ended up fighting through the gym, but he was training. They offered him a title fight for like this fucking belt I hadn't heard of in Europe, but you had to pay like $5,000 for the sanctioning fee for the title to actually be official. So I can't imagine what the damn IBF WBC belts cost.
I mean, yeah, there's so much politics and everybody wants their money. Everybody wants their money. That's why it's crazy that they actually made this fight happen. You know, Saudi is definitely giving them some of that oil money. I mean, it is tough to get all these guys in the same room. You other cookers,
Ali,
drop one down.
Ali.
Come on, Ali. Thank you, Ali. Tell these motherfuckers, man.
You other cookers. Thanks, Ali. Yo, so I was on MMA Clown Show. I went on his show. The guy that was fucking talking the shit that your friend
The
said.
guy who wants to fight you?
Dude, he didn't want to fight me, bro. Nah, he didn't want to fight me. We talked. It was a tremendous, tremendous talk. I said to him, you roast me as much as you would like. I said, I don't have no problem with it. I just said I don't like the lies. There's no scams. There's no begging for donos.
Yeah.
He's acting like I'm fucking out here scheming people. So then he took all that back in his recent video. He still was roasting me. And he told me, yo, I'm going to put one of your good picks in since you came on. What does he leave out? He doesn't put my fucking money call of Angela Hill or my Chaos Williams first round knockout. He puts the fucking minus 400 Yanez one. I'm like, I think it told me something good. Elatang Haley put that call as a good underdog pick. Instead, they used the most chalky call of the night. But still, I appreciate it. It was funny as fuck, man.
That's awesome because that dude talked hella shit. I wouldn't have gone on his show. You're a fucking man for that, bro. You just checked
I had to answer.
door.
I had to say, yo, what's going on? He said he eventually wants to get you on his show. He wants to use you. I said, listen.
He's never said shit about me, has he? Has he talked shit about me?
I think he's like starting to figure out that we do the show together. I think he's only heard of you through comments, but I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe you'll get your moment of success, your moment of shine. I'd love to see it.
I don't need the clown show guy. That's all good. He can keep his clown show. But yeah, sure. I'll talk to him. Awesome. Fury, he feels just isn't in shape. Exact opposite, Ernie. This was the best shape we've seen Fury in since that first Wilder fight. Yeah. It's the lightest he's weighed in. I know he's fat. It's obvious he's fat, but you can, if you go 12 rounds like that, bro, he's in incredible shape. Yeah. That is really hard to do. You saw Usyk breathing heavy. I mean, Usyk was feeling it, you know. Again, Usyk lost the 12th round. Like, you know, Fury's got cardio, and Usyk's a closer too. So you want to talk about a guy who keeps his cardio. Like the way Usyk boxes is to tire you out. The constant pressure, the constant him constantly in your face, parrying your shots, shooting over the top, shooting those big hooks with pressure. It's supposed to wear you out. It's designed to wear you out. And the way Fury stays so loose, man, is part of it. And definitely was in shape for this one. All right. Some people think Usyk was easy money. You think a split decision is easy? What's easy about a split decision, bro?
Nothing's easy about it. You know what's easy though? Tannis, the Savage, my guy, AJ and Fincher, Savages send the donos hit like, thank you, Tannis, for $1.99. We got another Heat dono in too. Auntie up 21, dropping $10 in the chat. Flying kick, AJ, the man. I've been listening to you for a year now. The knowledge you taught me is invaluable. The last 3 weeks, I went 26-11, 5-7, and 18 parlay, my guy. Good shit. And I really appreciate the kind words, bro. Thank you for the 10, my guy. Big W. Big
W. Thank you so much. Hey, I should have let off the show with I picked 5 locks on my show. All 5 hit.
Let's go. We crushed it. We crushed it, bro. Yeah.
Lock, parlay, bang, bang. Picked Usyk, bang. I mean, it was a good weekend. I should have made more bets.
You should have fucking thrown the house down. I thought the same thing afterward. I said, damn, bro, I could have threw my life savings. I would have.
Omnipolar's got it exactly backwards. He's saying I lost the bag. All I'm getting is bags. I was just telling AJ I'm doing good at work. I'm hitting all my picks. You guys are off.
Dude, let's go. Finch is he's killing. He's living up to the Parlay King title. People were giving you shit about it for a while.
Where's my crown?
He needs the fucking crown on this guy.
I had a fucking crown, dude. I should get the crown back, man.
You do need it back. Bro.
Thank you, Rat Salad. That's a crazy name. Can you imagine a rat in your salad? Holy
I ain't eating it, man. I ain't eating shit.
You know, people gotta respect, guys. People gotta respect. I'm a big fucking Fury fan, as you could tell, but I picked Usyk, guys. Don't be hating now.
No, don't be hating.
With this, right? But watching the fight, rooting for my boy. rooting for my fat boy.
Let's
And
go.
he fucking, and here's a reason why I'm emotional about it, AJ.
Let me hear it.
Because leading up to the fight, all the Usyk folks, and especially Usyk's camp, Usyk's coach, they're saying Tyson Fury's scared. That's what they're saying. They kept saying, he's scared. Don't fear me, right? They're kind of, I won't leave you alone. That's what he said they're always going to this fear thing. Tyson Fury's scared. Did he look fucking, he took the fucking fight. He went out there, put the perfect record on the line, put the belts on the fucking line, looked way fucking better than he did in his last fight, lost all that weight, and people want to talk all that shit. I don't know. I was just so impressed by these two warriors. I come out of that like with so much respect for Usyk and Fury, and then I just see everybody talking shit. I'm like, it seems weak to me, man. That was a really good fight.
It's a lot of shit talk, man. Unfortunately, the negative sells, right? Let's sell it that Fury's washed, sell it that it was a robbery, whatever side. But no, I think it was a good fight. High stakes, high action. Both guys fought to, a pretty top tier level. And I think the rematch is going to tell all. I mean, it's a close fight. If Fury doesn't get hit with that big shot, the fight could go completely different. And it's just a matter of, centimeters, really. So they run it back. I think you could go either way in the rematch. Usyk, if he's getting pressed, if he's getting worn on, maybe Fury comes in a few pounds heavier. That could work in the clinch. I don't know.
So what happened in the Wilder fight? First fight, Fury's on the back foot, moving side to side, using those slips and those rolls, making him miss the big punches, jabbing him up. Then what does he do? He gets fat and he moves forward and he knocks him out.
Yeah.
I think the same thing here would not be bad. Like, use your advantages. You saw Usyk weigh in heavier than he's ever weighed before.
Right.
Remember, Usyk was the cruiserweight champ. Usyk moved up. He's 6'3". He weighed in at 235, which people keep saying he's so small. It's like, not really. Like, Stipe Miocic is 235. Does anybody say, wow, Stipe's small? Like, he's 6'3", 235. Like, he's a lot bigger than Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
So, I think there are a lot of advantages to being that size. Look at heavyweight champions historically, Cain Velasquez, Randy Couture. I mean, you can name a lot of people in any sport, combat sport, where the heavyweight champs aren't always the big monster guys. You could actually move a lot better when you're lighter. There are advantages to speed, and there are other things besides weight. And, I think that he is a real heavyweight now, and that, that he really tried to beef up to be heavyweight. So if he's getting heavier and Fury's getting heavier, that will kind of increase that disparity again. So I think Fury gaining weight and moving forward would be the key.
Yeah. I think big boy Fury coming in.
Maybe he doesn't have to gain weight. Maybe he doesn't. He's big. 265 Fury. He's a house.
He's still big. He's still huge, man. I think it's very interesting. Yeah, I want to see them do it again. That'll tell all. As of right now, we really don't know.
Just tons of respect for those guys. I hope they do run it back. I think when they go home and watch that fight, they're both going to be like, I can do better than that. With Usyk, he was short on a lot of those left hands. His output was, a lot of it was just these like fake body shots. Like, Usyk opens the round and he just goes 2, or he goes 1-2, just to like the chest, sternum, body area, just to start getting Fury to go backwards. He's like, hey, big boy, put that truck in reverse. He's just trying to back you up. So, it might read on the punch count and it might look good, but they're fake shots. Like, just the ones and twos to the body he was throwing did nothing to Fury. Nothing. Look at the way Fury was attacking Usyk's body. He's fucking ripping shots. He's trying to put him down. Usyk attacking Fury's head. Usyk's trying to knock his fucking block off, obviously. But, you could see strategically he needed Fury to go backwards, and it ended up working for him, man. I mean, scoring the fight for Usyk makes sense. I'm not hating that. But this idea that it was a one-sided ass whooping, I didn't watch that fight.
Is boxing dead?
No. I mean, the heavyweight division, look how good Anthony Joshua looked knocking out Francis Ngannou. Say what you want about Francis. Look how awesome that fight was. Like, boxing's more alive than it has been.
Years. I think boxing's more alive. Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson now, Canelo. There's a lot of savages on the rise. Obviously, the heavyweights. I think right now, better be of Beevil. I think boxing right now is way bigger than it was 10 years ago, like 2014. Besides Floyd, like in 2014, yeah, you had Pac. Like there were some names, but it's gotten popping again.
Better. I like this better. You want to watch Floyd box off the back foot and make you hit his left shoulder for 12 rounds? Like I like this shit. You know, I like this. This was better. You know, Usyk and Joshua, Fury and Wilder, Fury and Usyk. These are fun. This is good.
Fights.
This is good. This is what I want to see. So, no, I'll pick this era.
Are we talking UFC Vegas?
Let's go. Let's do it.
This is UFC Vegas 92 recap section. Barboza Murphy was the main event, and Lerone Murphy proved it. He put it on Edson Barboza and really earned a lot of respect at the high tier. He's a smart fighter. He mixed in takedowns. Granted, at times, I think if he would have kept striking, he may have been able to get the finish. But still, Lerone Murphy, pretty clean W. I gave him 4 rounds to 1. And the only reason I scored the first round was Barboza because of the near knockout with the up kick. But outside of that, Murphy won the round. So if you have it 5-0, I don't think you're nuts. I feel like Lerone Murphy shut Barboza's game down. And a lot of the narrative I saw was that Barboza's old now. And granted, he is, towards the twilight, I guess you could say, of his career. But, he still recently beat Sadiq Youssef, looked decent, brutal knockout of Billy Q. I don't necessarily think Edson Barboza looked old in there. I think he looked like Edson Barboza does. It's just Lerone Murphy was game. He fought intelligently. He worked a nice jab. His straight punches were landing. Edson Barboza has never been known as a great boxer. He's a great kickboxer. But if you're in his face, you're putting pressure on him, you're popping him with jabs, he can get uncomfortable. Eats a great punch, though. Barboza's chin is strong. Lerone Murphy with a good high IQ game. He's an interesting player at 145 pounds. He definitely deserves to be in the top 15.
Listen, man, I had Edson Barboza winning. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around.
You picked Lerone, right?
I was joking that I scored the fight for Edson Barboza.
Holy shit.
I'm fucking around. See? There it is. There it is. Yeah, I'm fucking around.
Okay.
Whoa, Mike. Look, Lerone Murphy's striking was on point, man. He was hunting that whole fight. Damn, is tough. Old man Edson is tough as fuck. Lerone Murphy had the gas pedal down the whole time. He kept pushing him around. He was not getting takedowns. That was nice to see from Edson Barboza stuffing, majority. He might have got him down once. But Lerone Murphy is fucking, much more explosive. His 1-2s were really all he needed. Now, can we hate on Lerone Murphy a little bit now? He dominated that fight, but dude, where's the shot selection, man? Lerone Murphy threw like a 1-2. He had like a hook. He had like a right hook and a straight right. Like that was it. Where's the body shots? Where's the leg kicks? Where's the high-low dynamic striking? He doesn't spin. He doesn't jump. He doesn't cut angles. He's very, bread and butter, got into his groove and just kind of stayed there. And his patience helped at times. And sometimes he was aggressive. And I really liked, the amount he was on the gas pedal, but the shot selection, AJ, he's very green in that regard. So nice win for him. Definitely not the best fighter in the division yet, but showed he could be.
Now, looking at this right here, the UFC rankings, currently, he's going to be jumping up to like number 12, number 11. Bryce Mitchell. Does that make sense? Giga Chikadze, Arnold Allen winner. Maybe if you're really rushing him. I could see the Bryce Mitchell fight, or I could see the Ige Brito winner fight.
Yeah, none of those are going to do a lot for him. I mean, it depends on how quickly you want to get him up there. He's not a name yet, so you probably keep him around the Ige Brito level. But if you wanted to fast track him, he won a main event. Like the thing is, he had a spotlight here. He was promoted. He was the main event. He did dominate the fight. So you could put him up there with with Giga Chikadze or some shit like that. That'd be kind of sick, actually.
Giga Chikadze, even if he loses to Arnold Allen, him and Lerone Murphy,
or Allen, whoever wins.
You think they're gonna give him that? I'm just wondering if they give him that much of a jump. Yeah,
they'll give him Ige or Brito though. That makes sense. But what would be the most fun? Come on, him and Giga would be sick. Him and Arnold Allen, those are fun fights.
Battle of fucking England too with the Arnold Allen situation. That'd be cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think Loro's pretty good. I think it's an interesting fight for Dan Ige. I think he's an interesting fight for Brito. But Arnold Allen, it's a high jump up the ranks. It'd be cool to see him fight Giga Chikadze, stylistically looking at it, because Murphy will have a big wrestling edge on him.
Yeah, but he's not. I don't know. The fact that he couldn't take Edson down, I'm like, can Giga defend? Because Giga's takedown defense is pretty good. The problem is when he's on his back, right? So he's over there at King's MMA. They're not necessary. Well, their jiu-jitsu actually is good. I shouldn't say that. But I've trained with him before, and like I don't even want to spar with Giga. You got to know. You want Giga on the feet at range. Like that's where Giga's fucking all these guys up. So I could see Giga knocking him out. It's gonna be really cool to see Giga and Calvin, because I do have a lot of respect for Arnold Allen. I do have a lot of respect for Arnold Allen.
Arnold Allen's gonna beat him.
I'm looking at Calvin Cater in the chat. All these people.
Calvin Cater's in the chat. Look at this.
All these people talking about Calvin Cater.
I don't know if he's washed. He just got bodied by Sterling. What about Barboza though? Where do we put him? He falls into a weird spot.
Yeah, man. Edson's towards the end, bro. You know, we really saw him sort of. I think that was the fight. That was the fight where, okay, he just kind of,
So you think it's time you think better off hang up the gloves?
Yeah, it's time to cash out.
Barboza Woodson's not a bad idea. Barboza and Sean Woodson?
I mean,
that's an interesting fight.
AJ the matchmaker. Go ahead.
Somebody in chat said it. Let me shout out fucking Anakin Skywalker, but that's a great idea.
Or Chepe, Barboza versus Chepe.
Chepe could be that'd be interesting to see him really like step outside of the rankings, because he's still going to be in the top 15, because Sadiq Yusuf is 15. So Barboza probably falls to 14 unless they boot Yusuf out and Barboza at 15. I like the Woodson fight a lot.
I think he should step out of the rankings.
You think he steps out? Okay.
I think he should step out of the rankings. Yeah.
I'm going Sean Woodson. Give me the gatekeeper fight for Edson.
That's cool. I'm down with that one.
That'd be cool. Well, Lerone Murphy, congratulations to him, because listen, he deserves all the respect, man. He gave a good showing for himself.
That was important. That was an important win for him, and now he's on his way. Not Chase back to the top. Though. Finchman, my boy Chase, the BJJ GOAT. Definitely not the BJJ GOAT, dog. Definitely.
Who's the BJJ GOAT?
He's saying Chase Hooper's the BJJ GOAT.
He is. What are you talking about?
GOAT?
He's got the best jiu-jitsu.
I could roll competitively with Chase for sure.
Listen, Finch, I am going to call out Chase Hooper for Finch.
Not that good.
Finch, Chase Hooper, jiu-jitsu.
No. Chase is the favorite. No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Especially Chase today. Chase looks fucking great. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the BJJ GOAT, you think he's as good as fucking...
No, I'm fucking around. I'm trolling.
Okay.
No, he's like Jacare in his prime, man.
That's all I was saying. No, I'm not disrespecting Chase. I was just trying
to get you the celebrity match, man.
Jiu-jitsu. He's really good.
Fury FC, Finch, man. We're gonna get you there. I'm gonna be like Rocky in the corner. I'm coming out with the hat and the towel.
I'll do a sub only with Chase. That'd
be sick. That'd be sick, man. I think that has to happen. I hope so.
Fuck yeah.
Well, this co-main event was quick, so it's not much to say, but Chaos Williams dusted Carlston Harris in brutal fashion, as predicted on the show, man. You and I both were feeling confident about it. And you locked up Chaos Williams, and Chaos delivered beautifully with a vicious knockout. Carlston couldn't strike with him, man. Carlston was done on the feet. Flatline KO. And Williams has some hype back. Everybody writes guys off after a couple performances, but like I just didn't forget about the shining moments where I'm like, Chaos has good potential, and he fucking came through.
Yeah, man. Chaos fucking Williams. And we jumped on it too. And I saw some people hating. I saw some people saying Chaos Williams, he's overrated. He doesn't have as much power as you guys think, this and that. Harris is gonna da. Chaos fucking Williams, bro. He's got the off button and he clicked it.
Boom. He clicked that off button quick. It was tremendous, man. I'm a fan of Chaos Williams, bro.
Yeah, I mean, who like that is entertaining as it gets.
Fuck yes.
Chaos, that was an insane catch.
Yeah.
And Harris is what, from Zimbabwe? Where is he from?
I think he's from Guyana. Zimbabwe is funny enough.
Who's from Zimbabwe? Somebody who
I
fought
think Themba Garimbo, who fought right before, was born in
Themba.
Zimbabwe.
My fault.
Our guy. Themba Garimbo dominated Brahimaj. All right, guys, I got to apologize because every time I'm picking against Themba Garimbo, everybody thinks I hate him. I don't hate him. The AJ Fletcher fight left a bad taste, and I just lost faith in him after that. And since then, he's been proving me wrong left and right. He bodied Brahimaj. So Themba Garimbo put on a quality.
Bodied
him.
He doesn't deserve that credit, does he?
He bodied him, but he didn't. I didn't say he punched him. He bodied him, out wrestled
He hugged
him,
him
down, held him.
They cuddled a little bit. Come here.
He gave him a little
cuddled
smooch. He gave
him. It wasn't that impressive.
It was one-sided clinch control, and even Garimbo knew it sucked.
Bro, Brahima. Yeah, Garimbo was like, "Sorry, that fight was boring."
Yeah.
His post-fight interview was good. Well, I mean, terrible in the context, but definitely engaging. Brahimaj losing the back like that. Do you remember that moment? Brahimaj was like climbing onto his back, and Thembo just kind of shook him off like a bear scratching his back on a tree. I mean, Brahimaj just fell off like a white belt. It was like, Brahimaj,
I don't know what
I can't bet on you, dude. Like, and by the way, I did pick Garimbo, so yeah, know what I'm saying. But like Brahimaj, you're just making it so that I can't trust you, man. How are you? He should have definitely had the back in that moment. He had a moment. Like you only get so many moments where you can get into a fight. He caught the front headlock one time, if I'm not mistaken. There were a couple moments where it's like, okay, here, what are you gonna do with this moment? Fuck it up every time.
Yeah, he fucked it up every time. Brahimaj, unfortunately, another L for him. Garimbo, dominant win. Fight before, Yanez's comeback fight, he knocked out Salvador in a fight that he better have fucking done it. Now, I'm not sold on Yanez, though, as far as like rankings go, because beating Salvador by KO doesn't show me that he shored up any of the holes. We don't know about the jab defense against some of these better boxers. We don't know about the leg kick defense. I mean, it's not like Yanez went out there and like showed way more precision. He was kind of winging shots. I don't want to use the word desperate, but he was kind of desperately swinging hard. And granted, Salvador was a lot worse than him, like significantly less of a martial artist, just less skill. And Yanez was able to brutally knock him out. But that was exactly what was supposed to happen. If you wrote it in a script, you would have wrote it similar to that. Now, Yanez wouldn't have swung on air several times and really missed hard swinging from the outside. It was perfectly written, but it went about as I think the UFC would have wanted, because Yanez is marketable guy, has a fan base, exciting, and at one point was getting pushed as like the mini Masvidal. So knocking out a Salvador was a must. I like Yanez though. Don't get it twisted. I'm a fan. When Yanez fights, I'm always very excited because he brings the action. It's just Salvador was levels below him, and I think everybody knew that for the most part.
Yes, but his striking's good. Like, I feel like even just in that, if you don't mind, give it. I think he deserves. He's more dangerous than people give Salvador credit for. Salvador with the hands down, it's a high risk style. He could get shut off like that. Yeah. We both picked Adrian Yanez for that reason. But Salvador's got some fucking dynamic offense, dude. He throws punches from crazy angles. He's fast. He uses his legs, uses all of his limbs. I think Salvador's dangerous. I think he's going to get some nice knockouts still in the UFC. He's a great striker. Not even good. I mean, he is fun to fucking watch. Adrian Yanez has just got that hands up, a little bit of pressure, was able to put him out. And, from what we've seen Adrian Yanez is capable of, that's not that surprising. But I think the difference here was like Salvador's style. If you were going to rate like offense is similar between these two. I mean, they're fucking offensively pretty impressive. It's defensively, Salvador's wide open to get caught.
Yeah. Agreed.
Kind of similar, by the way, to Usyk and Fury. Usyk, it's hard to get in there. He's always in his fucking stance, as to where Fury's, doing all types of crazy shit where you can catch him with a big shot. And, and both of those guys suffered getting caught with a big shot for sure. Justin, shout out to him. He says,
thoughts on Tatsuru. Oh, you go finish. Sorry.
Honesty. He says, honesty. Honestly, on Tatsuro Taira becoming first Japan champion. First Japanese champion. Fuck yeah, he's got a shot. How old is that kid?
No, he's not going to win the title, unfortunately.
He's 24, bro. What are you talking about? He can't.
Yeah, I guess he is young. I don't know. Something's telling me no.
15-0, 24. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fucking somebody save this. Tatsuro Taira, when he turns 29, he's going to fucking get that belt. All right.
So you think he takes a couple L's along the way?
Yes. Fuck yeah. Of course. He's
Okay.
24. By the time he's 29, 30 years old, he becomes UFC champ.
All right.
I'm calling it right now, Justin. Thank you for your $2.
I like it. I definitely think he's going to be good. I definitely could see him fighting for the title. I could see him and Makhachev having some fights against one another as both are young up-and-coming contenders. So I'm hyped for it.
People don't like Salvador. Salvador sucks to you guys? You don't think his striking's good?
I think his striking's like offensively good. It's just defensively he's got flaws, man.
For sure.
It's like the defensive holes, though, like just make it unimpressive, right? As slick as he is. If he could shore up some defenses, he's UFC level with his striking offense. It's just the defense needs to be tied up, and it needs to be tied up substantially. And right now he's on a 3-fight losing streak. But because he took a really dangerous fight, I'm giving him one more fight.
Like, what are some good examples? I think his striking is as good as Beneil Dariush's.
Well, Dariush has such good grappling, though, right?
Yeah, of course. But like purely identifying striking, it's as good as Renato Moicano's.
I see what you mean.
It's as good as, you know what I mean? I'm
Give
like,
me a
I think
35 for
his
example.
striking's fucking fun to watch, dude. Fuck
His
yeah.
striking's good. Who's he like? 35.
And he just got knocked out. Here I am talking about his striking, but hey, we both picked Yana KO. I mean, it's nothing we didn't see.
Who's a better striker, him or Merab to you? Pure striking.
Oh, come on. He's way better than Merab.
Merab would knock him out, though, I think.
Get the fuck out
He
of
would.
here.
Merab would chin him without the takedown option because Salvador is so defensively flawed.
Sugar Sean O'Malley is going to put Merab on his face.
I agree with that.
Because Merab lunges in with shots. And it's too bad Henry Cejudo didn't. But actually, he did outstrike him one of those rounds.
Rocked
the first
him,
round. Yeah, Merab's not a great striker. Merab's almost kind of bad at striking. Big difference between Merab and Salvador. Salvador's way more dangerous, way faster, man. He might just bang a shot out of nowhere. I'm not worried about that. Merab is going to, you're going to see that shit coming.
Merab Salvador striking only match, bro. Let's set it up, bro. Let's set it up.
I don't know. I'm a Salvador fan, maybe. I don't know.
That's
whatever.
Cool.
You guys can hate. I'm taking all the fucking hate today. Bring it.
Bring the hate, man. Bring the hate. Fight before Hill, Pinheiro, Angela Hill strangles her. Fucking performance of a lifetime for Hill. Out grappled the judo practitioner, destroyed her. It was awesome. I was so happy, bro. I thought Pinheiro was the fraud of the night as far as the underdogs went, and she was.
When you get caught in a guillotine, somebody call that Brazilian Petrino. Got choked by Anthony Lionheart Smith. Somebody call him up. Tell him, hey, bro, put on UFC Fight Night. Watch Hill versus Pinheiro. Because what did Pinheiro do when she got caught in the guillotine? At least give yourself a chance by rolling to your back. And it's not the best example because Hill kept it sunk in and she was able to tap her out. But Pinheiro had the wherewithal to at least roll to her back to try to get out, okay? Now, was her hand trapped? Why couldn't she fight the hands? Generally, when you rolled your back, you try to fight the hand. You grab that secondary hand, you free it. You grab that primary hand, you turn your chin into the body and free your artery and your windpipe. She couldn't do that. And Hill had a beautiful guillotine. She's like, I feel like I'm 80cc ready. Like, good. It's her first time entering the top 10, top 15. Yeah. Gotta be top 10, right? So, good for her. And, her being at the bottom half of the rankings, makes sense at this point. So good win for Hill. She looked good.
Yeah, I think so too. Epic performance, bring her in that top 10. Let's quickly look at, prelim fight. Nolan dusted Martinez, but he got dropped along the way.
He did. Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I mean, he's like 4-1 favorite though. So thank God.
It wasn't a great look. I got to shout out the underdog calls of Elatang Haley coming to fruition. That was my favorite underdog on the card. I was hype about that. Finch, you had Demopoulos early. Got a competitive decision.
I did get D-Mob.
Nice.
I did get D-Mob. They want to hate on D-Mob. Everybody wants to hate on Vanessa Demopoulos. She throws hard fucking shots. She's turning her body into shots.
It wasn't a robbery.
Fucking head.
It was a close fight. I heard people saying robbery. I just think it was close. She hit
Why
hard.
is every Vanessa Demopoulos fight a robbery to everybody? Everybody is she just the best robber baron? She should be the bank robber, Vanessa Demopoulos, because every time she wins, everybody cries robbery.
The Vanessa the bank robber Demopoulos. At this point, let's do it as the nickname. Rodriguez Carnelossi was annoying. Headbutts by Rodriguez, and Carnelossi gets a DQ win. Fucking hell. And then lock for me, Magomedov, Chalky Locky came through. High confidence pick, obviously, for Finch. Gatto came through dominantly against Vidal. It was a good performance. She looked better up in weight. I like what I saw. And Umar Sy, he didn't fight Dracoli, but he fought on the card against Tokos in a late notice replacement bout, and he absolutely bodied him. So UFC Vegas 92 overall. I thought it was a great card, especially for a fight night. There were some weird moments, but at the apex, I was happy with the action that I got. So, Finch, we have to talk about a couple things, and I am going to allow you to choose. Do you want to discuss this UFC 302 main event at the moment, or would you rather glance upon the recent failed drug test from said light heavyweight contender?
Oh, wow. AJ's doing a video on this recent drug test that's going to go down. And AJ, we'll save it because I don't have much to add. I don't know.
Right.
You guys got to tune in and watch AJ's in-depth breakdown. He's so excited for this one. He fucking told me before we went live today. He's like, man, AJ's got a private investigator right now at Khalil Roundtree's house. He is into this. So we're going to talk main event.
Yeah, listen, we're gonna have that video tomorrow around 5 p.m. Eastern time. I got it finished. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow. I'm gonna give it some time to marinate. Now you guys got some notoriety. It'll be about Khalil Roundtree's failed drug test that many people are kind of pushing aside as a non-factor, but there's more to the story, and I think it's worth listening to. Now let's jump to the UFC 302 main event. Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier. I think a lot of people probably been waiting all show for us to jump to this one. And I'm not going to say anything. That's it. See you guys later. Peace out. No, I'm joking around. I love the fight, but it's lopsided odds for a reason. There's a huge advantage from Makhachev on the ground here with Poirier. Finch, do you have any crazy ideas about this fight? I know it's, a little bit of a ways away, but
yeah, the fact that Poirier could win this thing by knockout. I mean, when Poirier gets you striking with him, let me start here. Everybody puts Islam Makhachev in the same category with Khabib. Their wrestling is actually very different. It's very different. Khabib likes double leg takedowns. He likes running you into the fence, pulling your legs out from under you, trapping the leg and then the far wrist to get a crossbody ride. They call it the Dagestani handcuff. How many times have we seen Islam do that? That's not really his style. Islam's like a striker who's really good in the under over with trips and shit. So it's a totally different matchup than what we saw with Poirier and Khabib. I would say Khabib is a worse matchup for Dustin Poirier than Islam Makhachev is. Islam Makhachev is going to give him more of a run for his money in the boxing, but that's kind of where we want Dustin Poirier anyway. So I'm really looking forward to a good fight. Of course, Islam has shit on Poirier's black belt before. If you remember the infamous video of Daniel Cormier talking to Islam Makhachev, and Cormier says, well, hey, Poirier's a black belt. And Islam said, who give him this belt, brother? Who give him this black belt, brother? And so, he's really hating on Poirier's jiu-jitsu. I would love to see a Poirier submission. How sick would that be? Nice guillotine, right?
I'd love to see Santa Claus, my man.
I'd rather him not jump guillotines. I'd rather Poirier get off that fence, create space, and box. And when he's boxing, he's winning. So it could be a really good fight, and I'm hoping for that.
I'm hoping for a good fight as well. I mean, I already dropped the cat out of the bag with my pick. I got early predictions out. So if you guys are interested in my full early breakdown, I have it linked in the description if you haven't seen it. I am calling Islam Makhachev by submission in the main event. I do think he's beaten Dustin Poirier. I know Poirier's got a big threat with the right hook, and I know some people are excited about it. And unfortunate that I have to choose such a chalky line, right, on Makhachev. I wish I could be the guy going underdog in this fight, but I do have a good underdog on that main card, which next week will, more in-depthly go in about on the show, and me and Finch will really chop it up back and forth. I got the full card picks, though. There's no secrets to my predictions. I got everything already dropped on the channel, so check them out. But Finchman's coming at you guys next week with the picks. Fresh.
I have
Needs a week to
I
chill.
got research to do. I got to be honest. This fucking Strickland versus Paulo Costa fight, I saw your take on it. I watched
I
watch your show. I watch your fucking show.
Nice,
I see you drop in on mine sometimes, but I really watch.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Interesting for sure. And I'm gonna have to do my research because that's a cool one. Yeah, it really does matter that Paulo Costa is enormous. It really does matter that I loved your take. This is one piece of AJ's take everybody should heed. This is active Paulo Costa. Finally, right? Finally, we get to see Paulo Costa putting fights together. We'll see what it does for him.
I'm excited to find out. No fights this weekend, unfortunately, but it's okay. It's a good refresher for everybody before we bring the savagery for 302. We got a crazy June. Finch knows this. He knows Diamond is going to KO Islam.
He said that like he's from Dagestan. You see?
Yeah, he did.
Finch know this.
Finch know this. You know.
I'll meditate on this. All right.
You're gonna need it.
Ball. So have to look into the future. Remember, 5 for 5 on the locks plus Usyk. That would have been 6. Come on, guys. I'm on fire.
Yeah, Finchman's been crushing it, man. On this week's Best MMA Bet show, I guess technically I did the fucking sweep too. So fuck it, bro.
AJ?
Finch and I both bringing the heat. Yeah.
Come on, folks. Where else are
you
gonna go? Keep it at fucking Moneyline.
Let's go. Moneyline bringing the savagery to you people. I hope you guys have enjoyed this off week show, Finch, man. Have you enjoyed? You like the off weeks, the chill weeks?
Fuck yeah. Well, you know, it's funny that it wasn't even chill because last night I was like, all right, I'm watching this Usyk Fury fight again, and I'm scoring this shit because on first watch, I'm like, did Tyson Fury just win that fight? So I'm gonna do this for you guys. I'm gonna go through round by round on my show right after this. I'm going live. I'll do round by round, and you guys can roast me, and we can go back and forth and talk about it. Okay, I'm going through Usyk and Fury recap coming right up after this. I'll be on in freaking 10-15 minutes. Let's run it.
Mike Finch show. I'm gonna get you guys the link right here so you guys can check him out. Make sure that you run over to Finch, man. Subscribe to him. Support him with checking out the heat. He's gonna be discussing everything. Usyk Fury. He's essentially Mike the boxing man Finch at this point. We need to get him with a flat cap.
I've been a fan of this heavyweight division, dude. When the heavyweight division is a big fight, I watch, the other divisions have not, I'm the biggest MMA fan. So that's why this thing is shaped like an octagon. You guys see that?
That makes sense.
It's octagon.
I thought that was Strike Force's hexagon the whole time.
Come on, dog. Oh my goodness. The GOAT came in. The GOAT. Allison here. Mike doing bad again. Broke 7 ribs. Tore left lung. I'm so sorry to hear, Allison. Lots of water on lungs, so wires. Doing bad. Michael, I'm so sorry to hear that, Allison. We're sending you positivity, Mike Bowman. Mike Bowman, hang in there. Have him watch Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. What happens when Tyson Fury's on the ropes? He gets up and he goes and wins that 12th round. All the best to you, Mike Bowman. You got this, man. Mike Bowman, we send the best to you. W to the Bowman family. We appreciate you, 20, and we really hope that things turn around for our boy. Well, it's a somber end, unfortunately. I hope we'll bring some of the comments from people, man. Yeah, for sure. That's tough, man. That's tough. People sending prayers and love. That's nice. That's good, guys. Yeah. Everybody coming together for Bowman. All the best to Bowman. Bowman comes in and brings good energy, and we appreciate that. I mean, always dropping into the show and is a regular. So all the best. We really, really hope the best for you and Michael, Allison. Let's go. Sending the wishes, yo. Sending the well wishes. Well, so Finch, you're going live. It's Fury Usyk talk for you. It's Fury Usyk talk for me, and I'll end on this one. Finch, you interviewed Tatiana Suarez. What's your early prediction for her versus Wei Li? Listen, she's confident. Everybody, before you go to my live show, check that. And by the way, check out AJ's post. But go check out the Tatiana Suarez interview. She is super, super confident that she's going to beat Wei Li, and she's so confident that she's going to out wrestle her. Like when I brought that up, like about how confident she was, she doubled down. She's very serious. She thinks she's going to dominate her. I'll tell you what, I've seen her grapple with other UFC women in the gym, and it's not close. Like Tatiana Suarez wrestling is real. I feel like we haven't seen as much of it in the cage as is there, because it's there. Her grappling game's really nice. Patchy Mix has got her on those guillotines. You guys saw her use that guillotine already. No news to you now, but I called it before. I think she's going to be a hell of a fight for Wei Li. Wei Li's incredible. Tatiana Suarez is incredible. I don't have a prediction for you other than that is going to be a very high-level female fight that I am excited for.
I think Tatiana wins. Mike Bowman, family Bowman, Allison Bowman, be happy. Thank you for the 20. You as well. And again, well wishes to our boy. Hopefully he comes back swinging by next week. Much
comes
love.
Back swinging. That's what we want. You gotta dig deep, Mike. There's the Bruce Lee quote I will leave you with. Don't ask for an easy life. Ask for the strength to endure a difficult one. Obviously, there's a lot of difficulties going on based on what we just read there. But Mike, we know you're strong.
Let's go. Finch, man, it's been a pleasure to chat it up and do a little off-week action. The people know where to find you. We got the link up there, so Finch Man's going to go live. And then, for me, I got a video dropping tomorrow explaining Khalil Roundtree's situation. And I don't know, I think the science on it must be heard. So definitely tune into that. I appreciate everybody. Thank you all. Big W's in the chat for my people. Any final words to send us off, Finch?
Man, I'm just buzzing from this Fury Usyk fight. So I hope you guys hang out a little bit and enjoy your off week. And yes, I think AJ did drop the link. I think that's what he's saying.
Link is right pinned at the top of chat. You can see it right there. Check it out.
Apparently, I already dropped it deep. So I left you with the Bruce Lee quote. That's it. Mic drop.
Peace, everybody. Smash the likes on your way out. And if you're new, subscribe it up. Daily content still coming right here. Finch Man going live after. You don't want to miss it. Thank you guys all so much. And we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.